Hey guys, got a cool new product to show you today. We're going to be doing an overnighter in the Bereg up to hot tent. It's Russian bear market tent, I believe is what it translates to. I've owned the tent for probably 3 years now. 3 years now. I've had no issues with it. I really like it. I use it all the time. So yeah, we're gonna get out there. It's March 10th. It's about 0 right now. It's just snowing lightly. We're also gonna have the Vector stove. I ordered that from the same company. And yeah, we'll get out there. We'll go over some of the features that the tent has, and yeah, so stay tuned.
Are you gonna go?
it is, the Bereg Up 2. So it comes in a pretty awesome carry case. It's like super waterproof. I think it's a PVC coating. And they make the case really large, so you're not struggling to get the tent back in it when you're done. It's got lots of room. Easy. Here is the zip-in floor, which I think we will use it this time. Okay. It comes with these two straps to keep it all tight. Okay, so it's an umbrella style tent. Super easy to set up once you've done it a couple times. Put it upright like that, let it all fall out. And I just bring each leg out individually as best you can. It's not the end of the world if you don't get them all out perfectly, but it just helps for popping it up. That's pretty good right there. Then you step inside the door. And it's that easy to get it up. Okay, once you have that, so this rod here just unthreads. Like that. Okay. So before we go too much further with any details on the tent, I'm gonna get the guy lines tied out to these trees, just in case the wind picks up. It's always good to have it tied down first. So the most important one, in my opinion, is the one that is directly in line with the wood stove. This keeps the tent away from the hot stove, so it's perfect. We got this tree right here. All right, so I got the tent guyed out, at least good enough for now. For all these parts, I just do the bowline, easy to untie. And then over here, I'll just do a cinch. Okay, so let's check this tent out a bit now. So it's got 16 tie-out points, which is super awesome. It can handle really windy conditions. I try to use as many of these ones as possible, because these ones really make the tent bigger on the inside. The more of these that you have tied out, it really opens it up in there. Okay, besides all the tie down points, so it's got 2 windows. They are 5-layer windows. You've got your transparent plastic here. Then you've got a cover for that, waterproof. Then you've got a zip-up cover there, and then you've also got your bug screen, and you also have the capability for venting. It's nice when it's raining outside, but you still want to let some of the humidity out of the tent. Also, similar to the windows, they're not 5-layer, but they're 3-layer doors. So you've got your outer layer, got your bug screen, and then you got your inner layer, and everything tucks nicely into this here. And then got the stove jack. It's got fireproofing all around it, and it's got this roll-out portion here. If you're using the tent in the summer and you don't want to have that open hole, so you can close that in if you need to. So they all come with one solid door. Pops out really easily, like that. And then you install it. It's all Velcro. So you just gotta kind of work it in there slow. Start with the corner up top. And I just do one side at a time. I'm already messing up. And once you got that, then you can flip over the front. And that's all there is to that, really. And you have a super convenient door. A lot better than constantly running the zipper. And when you're going to bed at night, you can pop each corner in so that it's really closed in there. You can still zip all the doors shut if you want. It's pretty easy to pop in and out. And just during the daytime, when you're just constantly in and out of the tent, that's all you gotta do. Okay, and now we can take a look inside. Some of the features in here. You got some light happening in here. Light happening. Okay, so for the stove jack, you got this nice 2-piece aluminum. I think they're aluminum rings. But it might be steel. Either way, it's metal. I've never had any issues. You've got fireproofing all the way down to the floor. Again, you can close it off from the inside for summer use. So we've got this little fresh air inlet here, which is conveniently right by the stove. So you can draw in fresh air from down here and vent in all the exhaust air out to the top. The whole tent has an inner skirt as well as an outer skirt. And the whole top portion of the tent is made of this really breathable, well, the inside layer anyways is this really breathable material. So the tent vents really nicely. You've got hangers everywhere. I don't even know how many there are. I think there's 16. Yep, there's 16 hangers. And these are super handy for drying off your gear. This whole area up here, this is the dryer zone. This is, we don't put anything up here that's electronic, that's for sure. It gets above 60 degrees Fahrenheit up here when the stove is really giving her. So you essentially have a dryer up here. You can just dry things out even if they're drenched. And then last thing is, you can see the zipper here. So we can zip in a floor, which we probably will. And yeah, that's about it for the tent. I think we'll get the wood stove happening here. Actually, you know what? Before we do that, so the Vector stove also comes with fireproof sheet, fireproof mat, I should say. To set down, keeps the ashes, the embers off your tent floor. Like that. Legs for the stove come in this nice little kit here. The attention to detail with everything that Bereg sells is just awesome. And I've used this stove close to 50 times, I would say. Gotten it right red hot on many occasions. And it's just now starting to show just a little bit of warping on the top, just from having heavy pots of water up there. But really, it's held up very well. I'm very happy with it. So all the pipes fit inside the stove, which is awesome. Comes with a little shovel that fits nicely in there for getting your embers out. You just piece together like that. I like to give it a little twist once it's fully in, and it seats nicely like that. Oh, one thing I did want to mention. I've had this stove for 3 years now. I still don't know what these are for. One of the flue pipes comes with these little tabs that have holes in them. So if anybody knows what these are for, feel free to let me know in the comment section. You gotta be, I'd say, not super short to do this final section. I hold on to the stove there. And in she goes. Little twist, and that is solid. This is some nice birch that I've seasoned for, I don't know, too long, probably 2 years. It is really dry. We've got birch bark. And we're gonna cheat today because beautiful wife is cold. So we're gonna use one of these. Off it goes. Let that burn a little bit. I'm gonna go get a broom to clean up this floor, and we'll start getting our kitchen set up and hopefully make some food. Camping breakfast. We got some toasted bagel sandwiches with some cheddar smokies. And some tea on the go. There's a table. I think we've come to the conclusion that using really seasoned birch is just too much. for that stove. It just wants more air than you can give it, and because of that, it spits out smoke, even when it's fully closed. Once it's going, and it's all been burning for a little bit, then it's good, but that initial burn, it can't get enough oxygen. Go back to burning fir and pine when we can't get fir. The chimney cap, or whatever you call it, you have to clean that out at minimum once every 2 nights. Really, you should clean it out like every night just to make sure you're getting good airflow going through there. It does plug up pretty quick.
I give myself less and then put a lot of cold water in it.
Okay. All right, time to do the takedown. It's a little bit trickier than putting it up, but just like everything else, just like everything else, once you've done it a handful of times, it gets easier. So I put some anti-seize on this for the first time. Good idea to do every now and then. We thread this rod back in. Okay, so all you do, grab up here, pull down, kind of let it do its thing naturally, let it slowly fall down like that. Then you pop out. The first thing to do, pull this upright, and then you start working down the legs. So grab one leg, pull everything in and up, like so. And then there you have it. Pick a drier spot to lay it down on. Right there. Gotta center them. Then I use my legs to straddle the tent. Just sort of pinch, without stepping on it, sort of pinch it together with my legs. There you have it. Still pretty easy to pack up though. And that's it. That's the basic setup and takedown of the Bereg up to hot tent.